Today, we have a major update coming straight from the top. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse just made a statement on X that has the entire XRP army buzzing. He officially reaffirmed that XRP is Ripple's North Star. According to the title of this news, XRP is Ripple's North Star, CEO Brad Garlinghouse echoes Reddit co-founder. This isn't just a fancy phrase. Brad, who was responding to a post by Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian, who said that the CEO's number one job is to communicate and recommunicate the North Star over and over again. So Brad's response, 100%. All roads lead back to Ripple's North Star, which is nobody else other than XRP. My personal opinion is that as someone who has lived and breathed this market for years, this is exactly what I want to hear from a CEO. In a world full of noise and shiny new objects, Brad is keeping the focus exactly where it needs to be. It's on the utility of XRP. When a leader says all roads lead back to a specific asset, he is telling you that every partnership and every stable coins like RLUSD and every new feature is ultimately designed to drive value back to XRP. It is about focus, and right now, Ripple's focus is laser sharp. So, let's start with our first question about what does the Harvard Business Leader of the Year award mean for XRP? In case you missed it, Brad Garlinghouse was just named the 2026 Business Leader of the Year by the Harvard Business School Association of Northern California. This is one of the most prestigious awards in the business world. Past winners include the CEOs of Amazon and Cisco. In my personal opinion, this is a huge I told you so. It's a huge I told you so moment for the XRP community. While the SEC spent years trying to paint Ripple as a bad actor, Harvard is literally honoring Brad for his leadership and for fighting for digital asset clarity. This award validates the struggle we have all been through. It shows that the traditional financial world is not just tolerating crypto anymore. They are looking for Ripple for leadership. To me, this is the ultimate signal that Ripple has successfully bridged the gap between TradFi or traditional finance and the future of finance. So, is the XRP whale accumulation a sign of a massive breakout? Despite the market waiting for the Fed's latest interest rate decision, XRP has shown incredible strength, rebounding nearly 2% to trade around $1.39. Whale flow has turned positive again, meaning the big money is moving coins off exchanges into cold storage. In my own personal opinion, you have to follow the money, not the headlines. While some people are worried about the Fed holding rates, the whales are looking at the XRP Scarcity Index on Binance, which shows that the supply of XRP available to buy is actually dropping. When supply goes down and demand, driven by Brad's North Star vision, goes up, there is only one way for the price to go in the long term. So I am seeing a lot of diamond hunts in the data right now, and that usually precedes a major move. So, how is Evernorth powering the growth of real-world assets on XRPL? We have talked about Evernorth before, but the latest data is mind-blowing. Evernorth Holdings just revealed that the value of tokenized US Treasuries on the XRP ledger has exceeded $418 million. So my opinion about this is that this is the real-world utility that Brad was talking about. We are not just trading memes here. We are moving nearly $500 million in actual US government debt on the XRPL. This is what it means to be a North Star. XRP is the bridge that makes this possible. As a trader, I look at this and see a rock-solid foundation being built. The more real-world assets, or RWAs, the move onto the ledger, the more essential XRP becomes for liquidity. It is not a dream anymore. It is happening right now, today, in April 2026. So, why is the derivatives market turning bullish on XRP right now? If you look at the CoinGlass data, XRP futures open interest, or OI, just jumped 1.66%. It jumped from 1.66% to over $2.52 billion. On the CME and Binance, those numbers are climbing even higher. So my opinion, the open interest is basically the betting pool for the market. When OI rises alongside a price rebound, it tells me the traders are opening new long positions. They are not just closing old ones. They are betting that the next leg is coming. Combined with the business leader of the year hype, and the whale accumulation, the sentiment in the derivatives market is shifting from cautious to aggressively bullish. So, what should we expect following today's FOMC meeting? The Federal Reserve is meeting today, and most people expect them to hold interest rates steady. This has caused some low volume wait and see trading over the last 24 hours. In my opinion, the Fed might be holding, but Ripple is moving. Even if the broader market stays flat because of interest rate fears, XRP has its own catalyst. With South Korean partnerships like K-Bank starting trials and the Clarity Act still being the talk of Washington, I think XRP is ready to decouple from the general macro noise. Brad said it himself. All roads lead back to XRP. Whether the Fed moves or not, the North Star is still shining bright. Overall, it is a great day to be an XRP holder. We have the leadership, we have the rewards, we have the whales, and most importantly, we have North Star. So stay focused on the utility, keep an eye on those RWA numbers, and don't let the short-term noise distract you from the long-term vision. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one.